As you saw in Lesson 110, Design View makes it very easy to make changes to your web pages. However, when you make changes in Design View, the code that is created is often messy and hard to understand in Source View. Fortunately, Visual Studio comes with a great automatic formatting feature that will tidy up the code for you. To begin this lesson, open the My Project sample file from your Sample Files folder. And open the HTML code of mypage.aspx if it isn't open already. You're now going to make the HTML code messy. At the moment, the HTML code isn't perfect, but it's still quite easy to read. However, HTML code can often get very messy and hard to understand. Add some extra spaces before the Welcome to my project text. Now remove the line break between the form and div tags, and remove the line breaks between the last instances of div, form, body, and HTML. Your code is now quite badly messed up. You could correct the formatting manually, but there's a much easier way. Before tidying the page up, first view it in your web browser. It's interesting to note that your web browser doesn't care how badly formatted the HTML code is. It still displays the page in exactly the same way as it did before. Close your web browser now, and we're going to automatically tidy up the code. To do this, click Edit, Format Document. The code is rearranged and the formatting looks sensible again. This option works in all of the document types that you've opened so far. It is extremely useful when code looks messy and is hard to read, as it will automatically tidy everything up. This course won't tell you to use automatic formatting again after this point, but feel free to use it if the code you add in later lessons doesn't match what you see in the video. The video will always show the code correctly formatted. Generally speaking, it's a good idea to stay with Microsoft's default settings for formatting code. If you personalize it, you may find that, when working in a team environment, other developers find your code confusing. However, if you're an experienced web developer working alone, you might have a preferred way of formatting your code that is different to Microsoft's default settings. If so, you can change the formatting behavior of Visual Studio by clicking Tools, Options, Text Editor. You can also take a shortcut to the relevant settings by right-clicking in an HTML code window and clicking Formatting and Validation from the shortcut menu. The videos in this course all use the default formatting settings. Next, open the Code Behind file of the register.aspx page in the Account folder. You learned how to open Code Behind files in Lesson 1.7. The C# code on this page still won't make any sense to you yet, but you'll understand all of it by the end of this course. You're now going to mess up the formatting of the C# code. To do this, simply add different numbers of spaces before the lines of code. It's now confusing enough to scare even the most experienced programmer, but it's very easy to tidy up using the same technique that you used before. Simply click Edit, Format Document. And once again, the code is automatically formatted correctly, making it a lot more readable. Close Visual Studio now, saving your changes if prompted. You've now completed Lesson 111. Use Automatic Formatting.